Mm, mm, mm. As we join ourselves on another day in the gourmet world, we find ourselves surrounded by mysterious creatures of the deep. Winds and waves crashing harder than the sun and the moon crashing into the planet of Earth. And we join our heroes, Toriko, Kumatsu, Zebra, Sunny, um, other people, because I forget who else is with them, as they get into what I thought was an island, but really it was a clam beast.
Brandino Wolfensteino.
So it's Toriko. The little island that the Golden Chef Jiji was on was actually a high level capture beast, the magnetic clam, which is actually basically like a undersea diner or some such. And I'm like, yo, this thing is kind of like boss. Like as rough as it is up above the water and like all of the winds and everything, probably under the water is probably has some strong currents. But usually the lower you are in the water, regardless of what's happening up top, it doesn't affect you too much down low. Unless you're in like a whirlpool, but yeah, they're like inside of this clam and then they see like, oh God. Gigi's like, yeah, everybody, relax, kick up, get a little bit of food. He's like, take your time, it's plenty of room. And like Komatsu's looking around and there's basically a whole congregation of party going on. Komatsu's like, relax. You have been living like this with all of these people here and you saying there's plenty of room? Well, I guess it is since everybody can fit, but yo, this is like a jamboree that's just happening all the time. Gigi throwing that forever party. So then like we get a little view into his skill, because they like introduce some little thing that seems really intense, these like plankton that are basically like puzzle pieces. So your chef skill has to be so great that you are able to line up. It's like if you can do a puzzle at an incredibly fast rate, and the better you do the puzzle, the better the food tastes. But these things are like so tiny that you can't even see it with the naked eye. So it's like Toriko be going in with its intensities with stuff. But so then Star June is sitting there admiring the soup and the taste of everything, because he's like, oh yes, this is such a lovely blend that we have. It definitely takes a golden chef. Who would not think that he isn't the golden chef with such a wonderful taste as this? And I'm like, yo, when did you go from like being on that flying dragon thing to like just sitting there like half crossed legs, like mad, all simplified and, well, not simplified, but all elegant and shit. And then Toriko rolls up because he's not having that, so he's like, what are you doing here? Like swelling up on him, and like Star June's just sitting there like, I'm on orders, what do you want? And Toriko's like, what? Like, you better be on orders if you're gonna be stepping up next to my people, man. Like, yo, I don't trust you. So he's just like, I'm doing what my boss told me to do. That's all he wants is the full course. So it's like, whatever you're thinking about, I'm just following orders. And then also, I'm guessing that Midora, I'm sorry, because Midora is from Bokuno. I guess he's also like understanding that Pear has other qualities. So he's like saying to himself, like, okay, I'm sending the guys out so they can figure out what these other qualities are, because he's like, I have a feeling that my tongue spear is ready to stab my next target. I have an idea of what that is. And like, I'm sitting here reading it and I'm like, oh my god, what is he talking about? So then you hear like Brunchi is talking about, well, one of the other chefs asked Brunchi, was like, so are the captured chefs really all right? Like, is he gonna release them? And Brunchi was like, no, I got it done. That he's gonna release them. And Komatsu's like, yeah, he keeps his word. And I'm like, oh God, Komatsu. So they're like joking around, and then Komatsu's gushing again because of course he likes to be like a super fanboy. So he's like, so are you really the one who wrote the book? And then like I'm getting a real Tanaka vibe from like Golden Chef Jiji, because he's always like, well, I'll be darned. like I'm getting that real Tanaka vibe from him. He's got the full like mustache and like cherry face. So, you know, he's really chipper. So, but it's like looking at him, I'm thinking like if you was literally looking at this person, you would see hair covering all of his face to his mustache, and then the beard coming down, and it's just glasses just placed in the middle. It's like looking at cousin It from the Addams Family, and then just putting a pair of glasses on him. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so I get that real Tanaka vibe, but so then like as the chapter continues, because I have to like skim back to make sure I know where I'm at. I know everybody was like, whoa, when freaking Jiji opened his eyes. Dog, that wasn't a mustache. Ugh. Like what? Ugh. Like why? Okay, I understand. Like, oh, if you wear your shades, like, oh, it's on his forehead and he's like this. But like, how do you just open your eyes out of the freaking mustache? Like that shit looked like a mustache. Them things weren't eyebrows. Come on. So Gigi's basically he's assessing everyone's gourmet cells, which first of all, if he's like looking, and he like first he's like looks, he like opens his eyes, and then he starts like bulging, and I'm like, what is he looking at? So then like he's looking at Toriko, and he's like staring him directly in the chest. So I'm like, is he like looking through him, or like what is he actually looking for? Then they're like, oh, well, you remember that guy from the other hotel place that we stayed at that was like good at like judging gourmet cells? I think he's probably doing that. So he's like glaring into everyone's like soul and everything to try to figure out what's going on. So then he says like, all right, because Toriko's like, yeah, you know, we only have like a month until the gourmet eclipse. And when that happens, you know, everything's gonna hit the fan. So we're like, oh my God, we don't know if we can do it. So Chef Gigi's like, all right, well, I'm gonna need most of you guys to stay here, because the black hole whale, or the howling moon or something, I gotta get back to the page. But yo, I guess for another, the creature's a whale. I thought it was gonna be like a fish. Like, oh man. But yeah, like a whale king moon. It's kind of a cool. So it's like it's probably like something Shokai Tsukiyumi or something like that. I don't know how it would be imagined, but like looking at this silhouette of what it kinda might look like, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. It looks like it's basically like a moon under the surface, but it's probably gonna be like elongated since it is a whale. But then it's like he's like saying like the emperor of the sea king, or the sea king emperor, who snuffs out all light. They call him Whale King Moon, or the black hole whale. And it's like, we're going fishing tonight. Man the spears. We've got a big one. So Gigi starts actually making up pairs of people to kind of go pairs of people to kind of go get the rest of the ingredients. So the first pair, which I'm thinking like, okay, if most of them are staying to capture 6, then you know, okay, then what's gonna happen? But then he pairs up Zebra and Brunchi, lightning and thunder, to freaking go get the meat dish news, which From what it's like looking like on just what it looks like in the forest region, it just looks like it's just gonna be tons and tons of like ridiculous monsters there. So that's probably why they're a good pairing, because they both have like untapped, incredible force of power. Which Zebra's just like, grr, but Brunchy's like, why I gotta be with him? And then Area 4, which is the beautiful floating park. Of course, Sunny has to go there. He has to be where the beauty's at, so they can catch the dessert Earth. I'm like reading this off as I'm saying it, and he has to go with Livebearer, which is kind of cool. That Livebearer like completely, I guess, since like that arc where like Komatsu kind of turned his whole thing around. It's kind of cool that he really is like a helpful guy when he's not like running that underworld crime boss thing. And then they have for the cloud development bridge or fever development bridge, they have to get Atom. So that's Coco and Tyron, which is that poison chef that like was very capable at poison. Which I'm guessing what he's basically doing is like linking up the perfect chef to these people's attributes, which even though Brunchy hates it, Zebra's thunder, he's lightning. They basically are like hand in hand. And then like a person that's super skilled at cooking poison with a poison user, it's linking up correctly. Which I don't know Livebearer how he mixes with the Sunny, but. And then Area 2, which is probably gonna be the area with Guinness, Wolf King Guinness. It's gonna be Toriko and Starjune, so they already were butting heads to begin with, where Toriko's like swelling up on him, like, yo, mom, you want to do something? Already swelling up on him, so they have to go. And now that on Area 2, that's actually where they get God from. So it's like, I'm like, oh wow, like I thought that would have been like the last ingredient on like Area 1 or something, but that's Area 2, so I'm like, okay. So those two have to be linked up, and then like everybody's having objections. Like Sunny's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to work with that guy. He's not elegant enough. And then like Brunch's objection, but then it's funny because Coco and like damn, I just said his fucking name. Coco and Tyron is just like, hey, how you doing? And Tyron's like, yo, what's up? And then Toriko's like, okay. I don't really want to go with this guy, but So it looks like in the next few chapters, after they probably get ready to disperse, we're probably gonna see some action with the Black Hole Whale King Moon. Yeah, it's looking like it's about to start really heating up. Which it's kind of making me feel like I hope they're not gonna rush it too much, but I hope they're not gonna do like an elongated thing like how they did in Naruto, where there's like one part was like too long, and then like Kishimoto had to rush at the end to like kind of finish the manga. But I hope they kind of take their time on each part of these kings, because now that they have to do multiple kings in a short amount of time, I want to see these battles. I want to see freaking Zebra fight whatever's on the meat island, which I would think like Derus is over there, the freaking Dragon King. I would think they would be fighting him. They still have that octopus gorilla crap that they got to fight somewhere. I feel like probably Sunny and not Sunny. Yeah, probably Sunny, because anything that has to do with like multiple phalanges, Sunny's usually handles. Or would he be fighting like the Snake Queen? Oh, he might be fighting the snake. No, because it's the Sky Temple. So the sky. No, but that's where the Emperor Crow is at. Actually, you know what? They're probably going to all the regions where their specific monster would be. So Toriko, of course, is going to be going to Wolf King Guinness. That's a given. They're going to Coco's going to the Sky Place, so that's probably where the Emperor Crow is. Sunny's going to the beautiful palace or beautiful like meadow or something. That's probably where the Snake Queen is at. And then like Zebra's going to that meat place, which I'm thinking that Derus would be there, since it's like he's the Dragon King. But I don't know where anybody else would go, because they still have, I don't know. Well, hope you liked the review. I hope you found it somewhat enjoyable. Sorry that I was taking like a long time. But that's the review for today for Toriko. New episodes coming out on, I think, Thursday. They drop every Thursday, but I have to do some editing and I work, so I have to drop my videos a little later. But I do it for Manga Mondays, the greatest day to make Mondays better, because, you know, everybody hates Monday because Monday is like, the week starts. But I'm like, oh, the week starts! So, Manga Mondays, get ready for the action. You know what it is already. So comment, subscribe. Any more manga that you guys like, the people that have been telling me, they've been telling me like different mangas that I either read already or you want to like put me on to that I'll review, because I'll probably freak out about it. You know how I do. So just, you know, leave that in the comments below, because I'll definitely like read it or start reading it if I haven't already started. And, you know, subscribe. You always got to hit that subscribe button if you want to make sure that you catch all this cat bug greatness with that Naruto poster that's so singular back there that needs some more friends, but all of its friends are in my closet. And, you know, I'll catch you guys in the next time. So hopefully everybody's gonna make it to like their places, and you know, and we're gonna get to see the rest of the kings. We're gonna get to see the rest of the 8 kings, man. Oh my god. But you know, don't let the depth of the black triangle get you down, because the dawn always rises on a new day. Brandino!